Hello and welcome to highlights of stage 3 of the Ceratizit Challenge by La Vuelta. After a tough mountainous day yesterday, it was another tough day ahead of the riders. 96.4 kilometers starting in Camargo, finishing in Aguilar de Campoo. Early on in the day, out of the Hijas category 3 climb, and then the 16-kilometer climb at 3.4% average, maxing out at 11%. Annemiek van Vleuten, after a dominant performance on stage 2, went into the day with 1 minute and 55 seconds over Elisa Longoborghini and 2:24 over Demi Vollering. On the long climb, though, of the Hoces de Bárcena, multiple attacks, and it came down to a really select leading group. Mavi Garcia was the next rider to go on the attack. There was a gap back to the chasing group behind the Spanish champion with 2.5 kilometers to go to the top of the climb. Was really in great form. She was swept up though as they headed towards the summit. It was Kasia Niewiadoma leading out from Liana Lippe, Annemiek van Vleuten and Elisa Longoborghini, whose teammate Lucinda Brand had gone into the day in the Queen of the Mountains jersey, and by virtue of being in an early breakaway had managed to extend her lead in the classification. Niewiadoma tried again with Demi Vollering quickly on the wheel, so was Longoborghini. The pressure though at the front was really stretching out the group behind. It was a real plateau as they headed towards Aguilar de Campoo with a few little kickers along the route. Grace Brown of FDJ Suez Futuroscope was the next rider to go on the attack. She got a good gap. Amber Crack of Team Jumbo-Visma made it up to her, but for the group behind with the likes of Lotte Kopecky and Elisa Balsamo in the group, there were some fast finishers. And SD Works brought things back together, but not before Demi Vollering had managed to distance teammate Kopecky in a second group behind with Balsamo. With Arlena Sierra of Movistar, the teammate of Annemiek van Vleuten, in the leading group, the red jersey came through to the front and dragged it clear. Elise Chabet was the next rider to go, and she teamed up with Grace Brown. Brown multiple attacks on the day. These two riders had gone head-to-head in Vuelta Burgos Stage 1 a year ago, with Grace Brown getting the better on that occasion. With the pressure going out of that group, it allowed Kopecky and Balsamo to get back in. It changed the dynamic of the group considerably. But on the run-in towards the finish, with the gap sitting at 30 seconds, it was Juliette Labousse on the front for teammate Liana Lippe. When we were here for Vuelta Burgos earlier on in the season, the breakaway had managed to hold on for 8 seconds with Matilda Vitilo take the stage on that occasion. It looked like it was going to be a similar game today. Chabet led out the sprint. Brown, though, came over the top. It was close, but the victory went to the Aussie from FDJ Suez Futuroscope ahead of Chabet, while Balsamo led in the group behind ahead of Kopecky and Sierra, with Alex Manley of Bike Exchange Jayco getting up there. But the stage victory belonged to Grace Brown and FDJ Suez Futuroscope. Another great team performance. Musique Chapman and Uttrup Ludwig all making it into that group behind. For Canyon SRAM's Elise Chavez, she has to settle for second place. A great victory for the Aussie. Balsamo, Kopecky, Sierra, Manley, Persico, Niewiadoma, Longoborghini and Van Vleuten, your top 10. So going into stage 4 on the penultimate day, Annemiek van Vleuten still in the red jersey with a commanding lead of 1 minute and 55 over Elisa Longoborghini, 2:24 to Vollering, with Chabet leapfrogging Brody Chapman to move up 1 place. It's Palencia to Segovia tomorrow, 160 kilometers in length. A few little kickers early on in the day. Got a little section of gravel, and then you can see the run up towards the finish. It could be an interesting one. Ramps of an average of 7% on the penultimate day. Annemiek van Vleuten looking in a commanding position.